Hey, did you know that My Hero Academia features violence and gore, profanity, frightening and intense scenes, and spoilers? Did you know that in the United States, My Hero Academia is TV-14? In other words, YouTube, this is not for kids. It's clearly not for kids. YouTube, I hope you don't say this is for kids. Very clearly, it's your word against the world here. This is not for kids. If you're a child under the age of 13, parental guidance and all that, but this ain't for kids. All right, it's not. Okay. Hey everybody, it's Tripl-L coming in with a My Hero Academia video. This time specifically, it's an anime manga comparison video comparing chapters 146, 147, and 148 of the My Hero Academia manga to episode 73 of the Hero Academia anime. Okay, you know how this works. It's a trivia video that nitpicks a lot. So sit back, relax, let's get into the trivia. The episode starts at the end of chapter 146 and then goes back to the beginning. This is the first change. The anime adjusted the timeline, as in the manga there was a lot of timeline jumping. Timeline rearranging was the name of the game for the majority of the changes in this episode though. Moving on, the anime omitted Sun Eater's comment at coming last in the sports festival, just replacing it with silence. It wasn't that big of a deal. Next change, we got a nice addition. The anime added the blurb that Rappa's quirk was Power Shoulder. Given that you would only find out about this quirk if you bought the volumes, this was really appreciated. Moving on, the next change involves more rearranging and an extra bit of content. After Fat Gum carries off Kirishima, the episode switches to chapter 147 content and adds a few extra lines where Mimic is giving the viewer the rundown on the groups. The part that is manga material is when the environment starts changing again. So pretty much everything involving the running group before the moment where the environment changes is just anime original content. And then after that we go back to chapter 146 content with Kirishima resting. Next change that's worthwhile is that you can see Rappa's face here. Compared to the manga, we didn't know what Rappa looked like till extra volume material, so it's nice that the anime kind of squeezed that in there. The next change is when we go to Shizaki after Rappa hypes him up. The comment about Mimic getting serious is anime original. This timing of this particular line was when we originally got the scene at the beginning of the episode. What happened here is that the anime followed the manga sequence of Rappa's exposition leading into checking in on Shizaki. But since the anime had already covered that material that would have been covered in that moment, it had to add a filler line. Next up, we're back in chapter 147 content, and this is where I started to realize that the episode was a mess. They essentially skipped this entire page about Mimic's mental state, and I say essentially because they adapted bits and pieces throughout the episode, such as the art and the fact that Mimic was on the quirk booster and the time was running out. They however didn't cover the limitations of his quirk, why he didn't just go crazy with smashing people from the start, and didn't cover his deteriorating mental state. What the anime instead decided to add was a second and third shot of Izuku smashing stuff. To the anime's credit though, the info on Mimic was given by the narrator. It was going to be really awkward to even try to make a narrator give that page of info to the viewer. Kind of makes you wonder why it was presented like that in the manga originally. Moving on the plus side, they improved Izuku thinking back on the people in the operation by showing more flashback images. The manga just kind of had like a blank page and maybe a shot of Ryukyu. Moving on, the next change they made the Twice clones look like poop. I much prefer the white sludge look. The brown poop look is not very flattering. Next up, the next change is one that I want you all to check out. Here is the scene of Shigaraki talking to his friends, and then here's the manga equivalent. In the anime, Shigaraki looks dead inside, but in the manga, he looks happier. This was supposed to be a big moment for Shigaraki, showing a moment of peace and happiness, but when you look at the anime's rendition, I don't think they executed well on it. What's worse is that they chose to linger on his neutral phase, and that face definitely makes the kid look dead on the inside. Point is, manga Shigaraki looks like he has more feeling than anime Shigaraki, and that is the point of the scene. The point was to show Shigaraki becoming a little bit more human, and it's really interesting to see the anime fail so hard at even drawing a smile on the kid. Anyway, moving on, the anime then added the red star in the darkness and the Toga Twice dance. That wasn't in the manga. That may be a reference to one of the extra materials though of the two dancing. But yeah, that was imagery that was added specifically to the anime. And that's the end of that. The episode was all over the place with what they were adapting and when they were adapting it. Some stuff worked, but some stuff was kind of just like, you know, why take a 10-second break from Kirishima and Fat Gum just to return to them? Regardless, that's everything for episode 73 of the Hero Academia anime. Hope you enjoyed. And that's the end of the video. So if you're here at the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out the episode 72 comparison, because I also made that and I uploaded it along with this one. But yeah, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I hope you have an absolutely great day.